It is December 13th. Hopefully, you guys are all at the final pushes of your businesses if you are doing soapy business stuff and you are starting to breathe nice deep sighs of relief because your break is almost upon you. My break is officially upon me. I'm very, very excited about that. And I'm excited to be able to share more of me with you because I'm going to have more time to do that. And that is awesome because the end of 2023 is something that I'm definitely welcoming in big, huge ways. But it's not over yet. It's December 13th. It's Taylor Swift's birthday. For those of you who don't want to hear about Miss Swift, literally there's the door because I don't know what you thought you signed up for. We're not making a Taylor Swift soap though. We are making the first Project Soapway Christmas Soap Challenge, my soap for it. And I will tell you more about that in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And as I said, you were here for December 13th, for day 13 of 31 days of Soapmas. It's awesome. It's like a Christmas miracle. I'm doing daily content again. It's wild. I don't know why I find this to be so interesting, considering I was doing four, videos a week. And how different is that from daily content? Turns out a lot different, which we will be talking about in a live very, very soon. But today, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Taylor Swift's birthday. Just kidding. Just had to shout my girl out again. We're talking about Christmas soaps because Project Soapway Challenge this year, December, this month, was a holiday soap. And the parameters that I'd set, I started to make it themed off of something that I'm going to recognize because my particular soap is themed off of the old school, like Rankin Bass shows. I don't know if it was Rudolph. That's what I, did mine off of, but it wasn't like the obvious, hey, it's Rudolph with the nose and stuff. I was thinking about silver and gold and the snowman in mind. Anyway, I started to do that, but then by the end of the announcement of what Project Soapway was, I basically just said, do whatever. Just anything that you think is going to make me smile because the holiday season makes me smile and the Sudsers make me smile. And so you're going to see all of their Christmas creations this week. I'm super excited about it. And we're going to start with mine. And I'm going to tell you how and show you how I use Canva to make my scrapers because I did a landscape, but I also did it weird because you turn the bar, you build it this way, but then you turn the bar this way to actually get the thing. Or maybe I don't quite remember now that I'm talking about it and I'm confusing myself. So let's go to the video and we will see how I made it, there where we do the thing.
Oh, Christmas tree, how richly God has decked thee.
So I don't know if you know this, but Taylor Swift, it's her birthday today. Did I mention that? Yeah, she grew up on a Christmas tree farm. Yep. She made a whole song about it. She's talked about it a whole bunch. And I'm making a Christmas tree for Taylor Swift. I'm kidding. I'm not. This is my Project Soapway, submission, but I just couldn't resist because I, let a whole lot of comments and stuff just slide and just, delete them and be done with them. And I'm not dealing with mean people saying mean things or whatever. But we came after Taylor Swift on her birthday? No, absolutely not. But yeah, Christmas tree, tree. Really, is what I'm making. So my whole thing with the Project Soapway challenge for this one initially was it's a character challenge, right? So something from a Christmas movie or a Christmas theme or something like a song, whatever, and in soap form. but maybe not the most obvious thing in the world, because I wasn't going to do Rudolph or the Abominable Snowman, which is actually the inspiration for this, because I saw this really cool pour on, or cut on, Saponification Nation. Someone had posted their holiday soap several months ago, and they did the snowman, the Abominable Snowman guy, but in a really cool and interesting way. And I was like, that's awesome. Let's do a character soap challenge, because it was super fun. But I had zero in plans on actually making that guy, because it was amazing. And if I find the asset, I will put it up. But look at my scraping work. So far, so good. Hey, could you get it in frame? No? You don't want to do that? Okay.
How often has the Christmas tree afforded me the
Yeah, so while I was not going to do the Abominable Snowman, I did decide to do Rudolph, because the very beginning, when the snowman guy's out there and he's like opening it up or whatever, and he's singing a song, and I think Silver and Gold, I don't know. Anyway, he is surrounded by all these really cool Christmas trees, and then they have the gold and the silver and the things on the tree, and then the cool background with, there's like a purple kind of hue to it. Very cool. So I thought I could do that. And so each bar would be essentially just like half of a tree. And so that's why I did this. And the scraper that I used and didn't really talk much about is actually something that I designed in Canva and just printed it out and then used that to cut out of my cardboard. Because the cool thing about, Canva, obviously, is you can size things directly to what you want. We've talked about this before. But anyway, this is when I was on that kick of deciding that scrapers might be part of my journey. And just fast forward to December 13th, because I made this a long time ago. They're not part of my journey anymore, and I do not see that being my journey for 2024. Probably not, but it is fun to make the scrapers in Canva, is the point. And so with the rest of this, I'm just gonna continue, like kind of like an ombre. I'm just going to put a little bit of purple in after laying a little bit of white down and mix it up and just continue on until the rest of it's in. But I did scrape a whole bunch of green out of it. And so I thought that I would use that as the main horizon, I suppose. I don't really know with all of it. Once I realized how much green was coming out, and I hadn't really planned for green in the overall design, I just kind of went, I'll worry about that tomorrow, but you can't worry about it tomorrow in the middle of pour. So I had to figure it out, and I don't quite remember what it is that I did. So yeah, ombre with all that. I love that for me. And the actual scraper part of it worked beautifully. And there is I guess you'll be able to see it better during the cut, but there's one side of the tool that is, it's shaped like a Christmas tree. It's shaped like a tree. And so it goes, it's a triangle. Anyway, so this particular, I think I put in this scent a mix of like an Autumn Lodge or something from Sierra Candles and a Palo Santo, because I love Palo Santo and I loved that Autumn Lodge, and I had a little bit left, and I was just going to make 4 bars for this guy, because while I did announce the Project Soapway challenge with a lot of time to get the Christmas soaps done, I then decided by the time it was time for me to make mine that I didn't want to do themed stuff. I didn't have time. This year has been super duper wild, and so I did not end up doing the full theme, but my plan was to do the full theme of Rudolph. Then I decided that that was not going to be part of my Christmas line, and so I just made 4 bars. Just 4 little guys, I think, was the point of all that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to use the green that I scraped off and build the horizon. And so far, so good. Like, that's a nice color. I like that. It's just in a little bit of soap batter that I had reserved from the total batch to keep white. And then I'm going to do something with it, certainly. What am I doing? I'm really learning this with you. I made this so long ago. I did get a comment during year 1 when I would have a confusing moment. Like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I don't know. Let's find out together. And somebody's like, how do you not know what you did? Like, didn't you just film it? And I was like, and no, that's not how production schedules work in YouTube, first. 2, if I was literally just making a video every single day, that's terrible for actually time management. That's not a thing. But C, daily content? No, I actually made, 30 soaps and filmed them on this day and then forgot all about them and continued on with my life until it was time to use the footage. You know what I mean? So I don't remember what it is that I did. I do this part current, but yeah, everything else it gets made several months in advance. So I'm not super sure. It looks like I'm trying to build some sort of maybe a mountain or a horizon. I have no idea. But doing the same thing that I was doing with the purple, really, just reversing it, putting more and more green in to do a reverse ombre. So I'm interested to see how that all works out and how it looks. I feel like I'm doing it right along with you. I could go over and just like look at the soaps because they're sitting in the Project Soapway cure rack section, you know, but I'm not going to do that. It's more fun this way. I do know a couple things. This will get C-popped and gelled. Like I do know that for sure. And because I don't see any reason why I wouldn't do it, you know? And yeah, that looks cute. It looks very green and weird. Oh yeah, there's the rest of the green and weird. And it's just sure. That's a moment. Awesome. Let's go on to this cut and see what this soap ends up looking like in, there where the cutting thing happens after the C-pop and gel.
Christmas tree, thy candles shine so brightly. Oh, Christmas.
Okay, and on to the cut. And yeah, very, very smooth. Very, very lovely. And there's a lot of cocoa butter in this. And I think I just saw a circle at the bottom, like cocoa butter circle. That's kind of annoying, but that's okay. And let's see what these cuts yield. Can I see it? That's not bad. I'm not mad at it. I don't like where the purple ultimately ended up. It kind of looked like a landslide behind the tree. So the tree is really cute and festive, but there's problems going on in the mountain behind it. You know what I mean? So I would have liked that to be more not following the direct pattern of the tree. But all things considered, my scraping skills are excellent. Look at that. Yeah, I love that. Those are some nice sharp points on that tree. They're very pretty. For sure. I'm not mad at that at all. It works. And so there's an ombre, but I used a really weird purple in all of it. Like a light colored to... Anyway. So the green is ombre pretty nicely. The other is less so. Got a lot of yellow coming out. But I also used a scent that was going to discolor with the blend. So that was going to happen regardless. And I don't know. It's cute. It's a tree. And so I would not say that it's a character theme by any stretch of the imagination. You would not look at that and go, oh, that's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what that's from. But you could look at that and say, that really reminds me of a Christmas tree farm in like Pennsylvania, where a certain artist of the century lives. That's cute, you know? Yeah, Christmas tree farm. Yeah, I like it. It's very adorable. 10 out of 10. Happy accidents. This was made before that comment was posted, by the way. No, I'm not getting over it. I'm not. You can't make me get over it. It's Taylor Swift's birthday. This is insane. And I'm just, yep, that's all. I'm allowed to be petty. I learned it from the best. Her name is Taylor Allison Swift, and she was born in 1989. And her favorite number is 13, and she did the Archer. So now that's how you know that her birthday is December 13th, 1989. So now, even if you never wanted to know that, you now have that in your head. You're welcome. And there it is, my Project Soapway soap for the Christmas soap, the holiday themed soap challenge. And yeah, I like it. I think it's cute because it's not in your face screaming, this is, red and green and Christmas like threw up on my soap. You know what I mean? And there's a place for that, for sure. There's a market for that. That's really fun. But for me, I've always kind of found that it's not best for my sales to have things that are just too in your face, Santa or Grinch or, Rudolph with the nose or whatever. I think it's better to do sort of a very clever, twist on the theme. Like JJ, for example, Madhouse Mama, she has those zero soaps. So those could be sold from October, because Nightmare Before Christmas, through December, because Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's just a very simple, beautiful bar with a gorgeous stamp and a little nose, like a Rudolph nose on zero. Brilliant. Love that. And so that's an example of the types of things that you're going to be seeing throughout the rest of this week with the Project Soapway winners, of which there are millions. So I'm very excited about it. It's not just 3. It's the holiday season. We're ending the season with celebrating all the Sudsers like we're ending the year, because that's the whole point of me here with you, is connecting to my community, building this awesome community, and shouting you out and celebrating you whenever I can possibly get the chance. And so that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. Everybody subscribe, do the things, because you're going to want to be a Sudser and support the winning Sudsers. You know? I know you get it. So, thank you for being here, for all of you, just generally, but for the Sudsers specifically, because for the other people, I don't even like them, if I'm perfectly honest with you, because they tell me things like, we're not here to talk about Miss Swift. But anyway, yes, all the things. Soap and Clay exists. That's a thing you can order. It's not going to be here by Christmas at this point, though. So, if that's fine, cool, go do that. Other things, membership, it's in the description below. Comment, because it helps, and I like talking to people. That's how you become a Sudser. You comment, and then the other Sudsers, they vet you and decide if they want to be your friend. We're very cliquey around here. It's not a cult. I'm going to go. I'm very awkward, but I'm very excited because it's Project Soapway, end of 'Tis the Damn Season, all of the holiday stuff, and I'm excited. So I'm going to go, but I'll see you tomorrow for another round of Project Soapway and also 31 Days of Soapmas. Soapy fun. Bye. I'm leaving that all in. It's all staying in.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, much pleasure thou canst